And how's it going, folks? Paul, IPAC instructor. I trust you are doing well. So, a parliamentarian has stated that the big, beautiful bill provisions when it comes to SBRs, right, short barrel rifles, suppressors, AOWs, and so on, simply violate the BYRD Act. All right, so parliamentarian, it's probably something we don't hear very often. It is, in fact, a regular thing that happens in the Senate. It is appointed, and in this case, by Harry Reid. Lovely guy. I assume we can agree on that. Nonetheless, the parliamentarian is essentially a referee, right? They make sure that everything goes down in a good manner. So with that being said, the BYRD rule is essentially saying that you cannot add major policy to these reconciliation bills. And in fact, according to the parliamentarian, that is exactly what happened when it comes to these suppressors and SBRs, for example. So as of this point, all of those that were cheering and willing to compromise with the big, beautiful bill, which many, of course, are vehemently against for a whole host of reasons, and I get it, when it comes to satisfying gun owners and when it comes to making it a compromise, well, it's out the window. I don't foresee it specifically coming back other than more compromise on behalf of law-abiding gun owners. You know, folks, I say it over and over and over again that we are seeking solutions from the entities that have caused the initial problem. Can I say that again? We are looking to the government to solve the problems that they themselves had created for you and I and millions of law-abiding Americans. So, does this now take, which personally I don't get. Hey, listen, I'm not a lawmaker. I can easily say a lot of this is beyond my pay grade. But does it deem necessary to have everything in one single bill, or is it not better, as many elected representatives are saying, hey, let's break this thing down. Let's propose multiple bills which may be more conducive for the American people. So the thought is, it's out the window. I don't believe that's going to change. We have entities such as advocacy groups that are saying, hey, let's just go ahead and compromise a little bit more. And we're trying to get the price down to zero, so on and so forth. Listen, guys, you give them an inch and they're going to take it to where we are today, right? And where we are today is the Bill of Rights, when it comes to specifically the Second Amendment, has in fact been regulated and dwindled and whittled down to the point where I deem it personally to be an infringement. Now, the best we can do is continue supporting the advocacy groups that are lobbying on our behalf. None of them are perfect. They all have their issues, all right? And we can continue reaching out, calling the Senate switchboard, reaching out to the representatives in your area and voicing the concerns regarding these compromises, all right? So that's my thoughts for you today. It certainly is a disappointment. But in my last video, I was vehement regarding the big, beautiful bill that I didn't feel at that time the compromise was worth it. in the beginning. As of this point, with the removals of the AOWs and suppressors and so on, as of this point, I say toss it, man. I say toss it, but you know, that's just my humble one man's opinion. I certainly like to know your thoughts in the comment section. And now you know what a parliamentarian is, and you're aware of the Boyd ruling and why it is in place. It's been used on both sides, by the way, and for a long time, and named after Senator Boyd. And you know, I get it. Parliamentarian is a referee, and both sides are going to be using it. Just some are a little bit better at digging and better at strategizing and using these rules for their favor. I'll be seeing you all soon. I appreciate you. Stay safe.